a new city in a material world. So this is the title today, inspired by the work, the practical business work, and a book by Lenedra Carroll, who has written this book called The Architecture of All Abundance. It's all upside down, I know. Why I like this book is because it says some things that I wish I'd said. And it talks about 7 foundations for abundance. So it's very good for personal use, it's very good for business use. It's very good for personal use, I know, because I can see the material. And it's very good for business use because Lenedra Carroll operated in the music business. So she was operating in a cutthroat industry and was successful with these principles, with her business, and building her daughter's career. Her daughter was a singer called Jewel, and it kind of tells the story of how that came about. And it covers 7 foundations, which include stillness, love, and the soul, as well as the money, as well as your health. I think, obviously, I'm suggesting it because I think she's done it well. Now, one of the ideas in the book is a new city in a material world, a new city. Why this idea kind of struck a chord with me is because we have been promoting some of these ideas, maybe not as well as her, in our business. I have found it difficult to get this message across. But there are many issues related to creativity, innovation, cooperation, our environment, diversity and inclusion, all of these kind of things that can be addressed if we look in a certain direction. Now, my direction has been to communicate with the old city. I thought, well, those are the people who have the power. These are the people who say they have the kind of issues that I've just talked about. These are the people, therefore, that would be interested in these particular ideas. But that's not always been the case. The old city is very powerful, it's established, it doesn't have to listen. So some of these ideas fall on deaf ears. I'm sorry to say, but they do. But what Lenedra talks about is building a new city in a material world. So you establish the values of the business and the way that you want to do business to the new world, to the people who actually do want to listen and do something about the issues we're facing in business and in society. And she has proven it by building a successful business, and she explains how she goes about it in her book, The Architecture of All Abundance. So, as I've said, there are some ideas here that I wish I'd said. Particularly this idea of soul. So there is, obviously I believe that there is a soul, otherwise I wouldn't be talking in this way. And this is like the station after ego. It's the train station after ego. But many of the issues that we face are ego self or ego oriented. And the skill I believe that we have to develop in business is to move beyond that to the domain of the soul. So there is a station beyond ego, and it's called the soul. And when you operate from the soul, you are listening to a different set of information coming from a different place in your body, and stillness is quite a critical factor in how you access that state. And she explains at great length how to build a new city in a material world.